Hi everyone. I just wanted to walk you through some things with Go Math. Some things have changed. A lot of teachers have a password and account that they've been using, and that still does get you in. If you go the old way, you have to find your students and create your classes in there to give students access to the Go Math. But this year, you could go in a different way. If you go in on either the employee resources or on this is the family student resources, because this page pops up first for your students on their Chromebooks. If you go into the Think Central Go Math link, you're going to see it looks a little different. I'm going in as a teacher now, and you're going to see it says connecting to. It's signing in with a single sign-on, so we're signing in with Google. It's not going to ask me what school district. It's not going to ask me what state, and all that stuff you have to fill out. It's just going to take me right in. Okay. So if you go in this way, through that link, with the Google single sign-on, you are going to now have your classes already preloaded. They were loaded in already. So you'll see if you go to your classes, you're going to see it basically has your schedule in there. So here are your classes, and you can check them out if you want to double check. If you could just highlight them with the bubble there and go View Class Roster, these should be your students. Okay, so if we go back, you might want to check one thing out. If you click on your math class, it's going to show you what items they have available to them. When you do click on their class, though, one thing you're going to want to double check is up at the very top. So I clicked on my math class, tells me the name, grade, is this right here. This was unchecked at first. This you're going to want to check. And it allows this personal math trainer. I think this is one of the best resources in the Go Math program. So you're going to want to make sure you apply that to your class. Go all the way down the bottom here and just hit save. If you didn't check that, you could get some problems when you start making an assignment. So right now we're going to go ahead and try to make an assignment for my class. So I'm going to go up to my assignments. I could do a test, an activity, another assignment. I'm going to go to an activity. Okay, when it first pops up, it's kind of like a blank page telling you what you want to search for. If you know what you want to search for, you could do that. Kind of gives you an example of what to look for. You could also browse. You could browse by your Go Math program. On the left-hand side now, I can choose the program structure. So the units that you're working on, as well as the chapters. And you'll see that in here, if I click on, let's see, chapter resource here, you're going to see that as you go through and drill down through some of the stuff, you're going to get stuff like this. Student Edition Chapter 1 Vocabulary Builder, assign. This means that we can assign this to the students. For this purpose, though, I'm not going to go to any of those, but feel free to use them. You could also do standards and break them down by standards. And you can do all your different standards in there. But I'm going to go right to that personal math trainer. And I'm just going to search for a personal math trainer. I'll abbreviate it. And I'm just going to do a lesson 1 and see what it gives me. So it pops up. Here's the PMT. And you're going to see that I have grade 5, grade 2. I want to kind of filter this down. Left-hand side, you're going to go ahead to just the assignable ones. And I'm going to break it down to just the Go Math grade 1. So here I got my 1-1, 1-2, 1-3. So let's say I wanted to assign this one. I see I can assign it. I'm going to take a look at it first. You might want to take a peek at it. Just click right on it. It's going to show you what it's going to look like. You'll see that it's going to bring up activity box up here, a series of questions. Students just go ahead, have it read to them, click on the answers, and move forward. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and assign this now. So I'm just going to click on Assign. And at this point, you could just go ahead to Add. If you do hit Modify, you'll see that there are some Spanish versions of this. So if you have kids in there that you think might use this, you could modify it and associate certain Spanish versions of certain items and apply it to only those students. For now, we're just going to say add this. It's going to say give it a name, tests, we'll say lesson 3. It gives instructions. You could give more. Most of them just say do. Tells you what it is. Randomized questions, so each student has a different order of questions. Select your class. So we're going to go with my math class. I don't have my students in groups. At this point, I could go ahead and add all my students so they all get this, or I could add just individual students. I'm just going to give it to an individual student right now for this purpose. And add. And then we look down here, allow student to pause the activity, sure. Allow them to see their answers, sure. Standards, mastery level. I'm not going to touch too much of this. The adaptive workflow, if you check this, I believe it allows your student to go on like a learning path. It will continue to feed them materials based on their answers. But right now we're just going to keep it like this. Hit save, and yes. So at this point, the next video is going to show you what it looks like on the student's end. And then we'll come back once more to the teacher's end to see what a completed assignment looks like for the teacher. Okay, so I'm in as a student. Again, if I was on a Chromebook, this is the first page that pops up. I'm going to go to the quick link as a student, Think Central Go Math. You can also put that link right into your Google Classroom if you use that. And it pops right in, didn't have to put any information in, just kind of took me in. The first time a student or a teacher does this, you might get asked by the Google, hey, is this you? And you just click your name and move forward. So first thing I could go to now as a student, I'm going to go to that things to do. And you can see I have a couple in here. I've been testing it out a couple times. And we just did this test for PFT or lesson 3 we just did here. So if I click on this, it tells me when the due date is. All right, so I'm in. How to use Math Trainer tells me how to do it. Start, and I'm in this activity now. So we could go through this. I'll pause this, go through it, and show you what it looks like after I'm done. Okay, so I'm finishing here. I'm gonna get this last one wrong just to see if I see anything different, and I'm gonna say turn it in. Okay, so I have been completed here as a student. So now we'll switch back to a teacher and see what the teacher sees. So I'm back in on the teacher's end, and you can see down here already there's assignments that I've had. You can kind of click on them there. Here's the one that was completed already. You can see that one's completed. I want to go check on the student work. So to do that, I'm going to go to my classes, get these tabs up. I'll go to my assignment. And if I go to my assignments, I just clicked on the tab, and you can see down here the 3 assignments I have. Just make sure the dates are correct or it won't find them. And here it was, the one that the students completed. So let's go ahead and take a look at view student results. Okay, so we have a score here. Name, teacher, 86%. It's going to show you the ones they got right, and it'll show you the one they got wrong. So if I wanted to click on this, it's going to show you the standard they got wrong. And we can look at the actual question here. So that's just a quick overview of what's available to you right now with the Go Math Think Central. Remember, if you go through the link on the websites, you're going to be able to go with Google, and your rosters and your classes are preloaded already.